Yo, we're going to do a range test video with the Floatwheel ADV. The reason I'm doing this video is because I'm about to roll up on 3,000 miles of nothing but pure fun and enjoying my first VESC. So, things that are going to play a big factor in this video: 100% pavement. There's going to be an elevation change total of about 600 feet or so. I'm not going to record that. Let's just believe it. Tires, the BTG, we're running at 20 PSI. I just checked it. Believe me if you want to. I weigh 180 pounds. We're going to try to keep the pace between 10 and 15 miles an hour. Last time I did that, I got a range of about 30 to 34 miles, somewhere in there. It's about, I think it is, let's see what temperature it is right now. Okay, right now it's 92 degrees outside, so do with that information what you will. Bright and sunny, no water, hot and humid. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. I will be comparing I'll be comparing my battery percentage over 3 apps: Float Control, Floaty, and Vestool. Only reason I'm going to do that, not to compare which app I think is better, but to compare how my configurations are set up and how each app will read my battery. I'm going to ultimately go off of voltage, but I just want to see what percentage they say each voltage is at. So right now, I'm at 83.6 volts, 100%. She's live, you know, it's on. So believe me, we're primarily going to stick with Float Control, and then we'll be switching back and forth in between each app. So let's get into it, guys. I will be fast forwarding. Because you guys ain't going to stick around for a full 30 plus mile ride. So there's going to be times where I do fast forwards. It'll be a much faster video that way. I'm going to try to keep it between 15 and 20 minutes, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, here we go. Another reason I kind of want to make this video is to talk about battery degradation. I've gone 3,000 miles. I want to see how well this battery has handled that 3,000 miles. I've done about, I'm gonna say about 50% of my riding has been done off of a hypercharger. Hypercharger specs are not Floatwheel's hypercharger specs. They're not a 10 amp charger. It's an 8 amp charger. But it still charges my board from 0 to 100 within an hour. It's crazy fast. It doesn't get hot. Battery doesn't get hot. It does rise in temperature a little bit, but not enough to cause an amount of thermal expansion that's alarming. I don't really know what to expect, honestly. I know I still get pretty dang good range, but also I want to talk about my charging tactics. If I'm not on this board, it is on a charger. And no matter what I'm doing, if I'm not riding, it's on a charger. But another thing to note is I ride at least 20 miles a day. Most days I'm pushing between 30 and 40 miles because I ride all the time. So it's always on the charger because I always need it at 100% because I'm always riding the freaking thing. And on weekends I do a hypercharger pretty much from Friday night all the way into Sunday evening. And then Monday nights or on weeknights, I'll put it on a charger overnight. Whenever I get home from work, I ride it, hypercharge it, and then ride it again. And then when I get home the second time, that's when I'll put it on a regular charger. So it comes out to about 50% of my riding will be from the hypercharger and 50% will be on the standard 2 amp or whatever it is, 2.5 amp charger. All right, usually this is my turnaround spot, but since we're gonna kill this thing dead, I might as well, you know, not make it my turnaround spot. Conveniently, it just got really windy, so that might wobble a little. So, we're gonna go over our current information. All right, so according to Flow Control, I have gone a total of 8 miles, max duty cycle 8.1% or 81%, my bad. This is sitting at 88%, I'm sitting at 80 volts. So that's pretty good. My max speed was 30 miles an hour. That was way at the beginning when I was in traffic. Average speed, 17 miles an hour. And it's been about 30 minutes. I'm gonna look at my faults here. Okay, that's just duty cycle stuff. Cool. So, we'll disconnect from this one. We're gonna go into Floaty next. By the way, can we give a shout out to the update for Floaty? This is awesome. This is saying 81%. So, it's at 88% on Flow Control and it's at 81 here. So let's disconnect from there. Let's go to Vestool just because this is also saying 81%. So about 80% at 8 miles. So, but I have noticed with Vestool, I can go like 3 or 4 miles past 0 and I will be, I'll go like 3 or 4 miles past 0 before it actually dies. So that's why I typically like to believe Flow Control. So we're gonna reconnect back to Flow Control. Give her a sec. 88%, 81 miles, config alerts. So we're still at 80%. So we're gonna keep on going, huh? Okay, so we're gonna do a turnaround here. I can't even see the city. The rain is so thick. So we're gonna make our way back north, mosey our way that way. However, I'm still gonna do my best to keep the same paces here. We'll just go north and take some alternative trail routes because that looks really bad. I just gotta, the weather app says light rain, expect light rain in the next hour, but I can't see the city. The nature did a delete on the city. So we're gonna go this way. Yeah.
An old woman's shout gave us a fright. She said Willie didn't come back home last night. No. really used to hang out in the hood. And some of them were up to no good.
Okay. Well, I think that storm's coming, but we're gonna play with it here. So another battery check here. We've gone a total of 16.2 miles. I am sitting at a lovely 66%. This is on the Flow Control app. We're gonna go ahead and disconnect. Oh. 75.8 volts. Upon the Floaty app. 75.8, 75.9 volts. However, this is saying 48% battery. So a little bit of a bigger difference. Flow Control says 65 or whatever I said. This is saying 48, 66%. So 66%, 48% on Floaty. And on Vest Tool, we were reading 48% as well. So it seems like Floaty and Vest Tool are neck and neck. Everything's correct there. So perhaps I have a config error within Flow Control, or I have it in Vest Tool. However, we're gonna get back on Flow Control, and I'm gonna dance with the devil and go off of that. I'll do the math when I get home. I'll figure out what's what, which one's correct. So I've been riding for 41 minutes. My average speed is now 23.6 miles an hour. GPS speed, 15.7 miles an hour. So my tire size might be wrong in there. Something's incorrect there. Average GPS speed is 30 miles an hour, and max average GPS speed is 30 miles an hour. Wait. GPS average 15.7. GPS average max, no average, just max is 30 miles an hour. So anyway, let's, I don't think this rain's coming this way, so we're gonna continue on. Let's do it. This is probably going to be my last stop before I shut my camera off because my batteries are dying. But let's see what we're at as far as battery life on all three apps. And range, of course, range, we want to talk about range. All right, give her a second there to properly connect. All right, so we're looking at 73.4 volts. We're looking at 52% battery on the Flow Control app. 20.7 miles. Max GPS or average GPS speed is going to be 15.2 miles an hour, and your max GPS speed remains 30. Averaging about 300 watts or so. Temperatures, MOSFET temp 45 Celsius. Motor temp 48.5, you know, that's, but it says 34% battery left. Now we're going to go to Vest Control or Vest Tool. We're also looking at 34. So those two, yeah, those two are neck and neck for show. 20.7 miles. I'm at 298.8 miles, or 2,998.8 miles. You see that right there? So that's pretty cool. I'm about to roll over 3,000. Anyway, like I said, probably the last record before I get home, because I don't think the storm's coming, but all my batteries are dying for the Insta360. So that means no more recording. So I apologize. I'm not getting the full range on the video, but I will go over it when I get home, how far I've gone. So, thank you. What is up, my fellow floaters? Obviously, I'm in different clothes now, so my range test video ended abruptly because my Insta360 camera died, and it's also 3 days later, and I'm just now getting to wrap this video up. I did finish it. I rolled up to my apartment with my low voltage tilt pack, so it did die. I was very surprised by the range. I'll post that screenshot up here, but I didn't. How do I word this? I didn't make an ending video since the video cut. I figured, whatever. But I promise, I didn't do any cheating or pre-charging or anything or charging right in the middle or anything. I just got home and I forgot to make the final little clip right there at the end. So I'm making it a couple days later. I made it freaking far, and with the board rolling over 3,000 miles on that ride, I'm pretty impressed. Now, you're not supposed to hypercharge 100% of the time, but the other fellows out there can attest to this because they know about charge rates and all that stuff, and I know these cells are capable of handling a pretty high amperage charge rate without getting damaged. I think they're the Molicel P42As for the ADV Pro Pack. And my hypercharger is an 8 amp hypercharger, and I can charge that thing pretty quick, which I mentioned the other day in the video. So, dude, I don't know. Don't overthink it. I hypercharge a lot. It's on the hypercharger right now. And according to this, I haven't got any range loss. Actually, I got more than what they advertised the ADV Pro Pack to get. So, that's pretty rad. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like it, subscribe. If you have any questions, comment. I'm happy to answer. I'm usually very fast to respond to things. So, yeah. Float on. It's a beautiful weekend, at least in Kansas City. I don't know where you are, but beautiful outside. Go enjoy it. Go have fun. Go ride your board. Just have a good time. That's all this is about, having fun. So, have a great day, guys.